I'm so excited about this video and this topic because I think that this is something that a lot of humans put off because they're not sure how to do it. And this has to do with processing emotions. Sometimes it can just feel like this big, overwhelming cloud, and you're afraid that if you poke it, you're not going to stop crying. I had some things that I had to work through in my life that happened early on, and I avoided it for a long time because when we think of facing a painful memory or a strong emotion, it's unknown. And when you're new to this work, you have this sense that you're not going to be able to move through the sad phase or the grieving phase or the angry phase or wherever it is. So I'm excited because as I've gone through a lot of healing work, it's not as complicated as we think it's going to be. It's not as drawn out as we think it's going to be. And I think that if you have a few steps that you know to do, then it can take the overwhelm, which is one of my core intentions with this program, is to take the overwhelm out of doing this type of work. Now, it still will be painful. You will feel the strong emotions of anger or sadness or grief, but just know that it's there for a reason. And as you allow yourself to move through it, it will have an end. It does not last forever. So I want to give you 3 steps that I have used over and over, and it's really powerful. So the first is awareness, and this isn't so much. Well, I would say it's both you as well as this divine guidance that brings things to your awareness. So, the fact that you're in this program means that you are wanting to grow, you're wanting to heal, you're wanting to tend to your inner world. And for all of us, even if you had a pretty fairy tale childhood, we all have things that we need to process. So, when it's my strong belief that when a memory or an emotion comes into our awareness, meaning one day we just have this memory of when we were, 5, 12, or maybe last week, and we have this yucky, heavy feeling, and we're not sure what to do with it. So it's my belief, and I hope that you will adopt this, that when that comes into our awareness, it is ready to be healed. It's not there to taunt you. It's not there to just be this big mountain that you can't move past. It's a gift. So when that memory comes up, if you feel whatever emotions are a part of it, but also say, awesome, this is coming up so that I can process this memory, maybe change the meaning that I took from it, and I can process this emotion. So the first step is awareness. The second step is, thank you for your patience. Oh, this is powerful. It is to acknowledge. So, again, a lot of us are used to feeling emotions, but we're afraid that if you actually look at it and face it, it will overwhelm you. And so we just stuff it down or we push it away. And in that first video, I gave the example of that is like holding a beach ball under the water, and we all know how that ends. So that's how emotions are. If they are not processed, they get louder and louder in the form of behavior that looks unhealthy. Things like numbing out, anger, sadness, depression. These are just emotions that are already inside of you. And if they haven't been acknowledged, they just get stronger and stronger and stronger. Like a young child with a hurt, they don't stop calling for help and for attention and to acknowledge the wound. That's how these emotions are. So it's so important when a memory comes into your awareness, the first step, notice that and know, okay, something's about to be healed. Then acknowledge it. Okay, I acknowledge this memory is coming up. You don't have to fix it right then and there, but acknowledging it is huge. So acknowledge whether it's a memory or an event, and it's amazing if you can identify what is the emotion you're feeling. And part of this goes into the third step, which is ask. Acknowledge the memory or emotion. If you're not sure on what emotion you're feeling, ask. Our minds are so simple. They're like a 5-year-old. They need simple instructions. So simply say, what emotion am I carrying from this memory? Or if you know the emotion, ask, what is this emotion here to teach me? And again, you don't have to rack your brain and get on the hamster wheel and try to figure it out right then. Simply ask and then say, thank you that this is ready to be healed. Thank you that I'm going to have clarity about why this brought me pain. I'm going to find clarity about what this emotion is indicating to me, and I'm going to be fully healed from this. So, it's just so those 3 steps, if you follow those, you can do it over and over with different memories that come up. I'm still doing this. I was watching a movie the other day and something was triggered from my childhood that I have done work around, but there was another layer to be healed. And so before I got sucked into feeling sad and insecure and some of those old emotions, I smiled and I said, whoa, I was sinking back into this old belief that I'm overlooked, that people don't choose me. And I was able to acknowledge it. And then I was able to ask, how can I grow from this? What truth can I put in place of this? So write those 3 things down. And when you feel a strong sense of emotion, just go through those things. First, acknowledge, or I'm sorry, when something is brought into your awareness, be aware that that's happening, and then acknowledge the memory or emotion that's present, and then ask, what is this here to teach me? What is this here to show me? What is this here to reveal um, to me about meanings that I gave to certain memories? So I'm really excited for you to dive in. This is something you can just keep on hand, and you'll know the more you do this, when an emotion comes up, okay, this isn't complicated. This doesn't have to be overwhelming. I know what to do. And even just that is such a powerful thing to tell yourself, I know what to do. I can process through this. And it will be such a gift to yourself. You will have these layers like this onion. I think we're all like onions. And we do healing work, and we need to celebrate that and enjoy that. And sometimes you kind of enjoy this season of just peace and rest. And then inevitably, you're going to come to another layer of that onion that's ready to be healed and acknowledged. And it's just so beautiful because it kind of filters through all the areas of your life. So I'm so excited for you to do this work. And in the coaching group, if there is a strong emotion, I can walk you through this, but I want you to have these tools and the belief that you can do this work.